Every time. Every freaking time. Let's see. Hi guys. Good morning. What a day. Think having a bit of technical challenge now. Alright, I'm sharing my screen. Yo, soft life. Hi, good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, okay, good. Good morning, Okuchi. Good morning, Victoria. Good morning, guys. Share the link. Tap that like button. Let's push it. Let's push it. Let the algorithm take this far. I'm trying to announce on all my small groups. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Sophia. All right, welcome, guys. So let's first of all, someone is telling me that there's a lot of news. So let's look at the news first, okay? Let's check what's going on Forex Factory. Yo, yo, there's one going on already. At 10:30, GBP is having the flash manufacturing PMI. So something is coming up 10:30. Then from 2:30 down to 3:45. US dollar. In fact, I think everybody should just relax, stay away from USD pairs right now. Like it's going to be bloody. All right, look at all that. So today is news of news of news of news of news. Which one? No, oh, NFP is today. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. PMI, NFP. Mm. It's funny when I started learning how to trade, you usually only on Fridays, but these days, Tuesday, you see NFP. I don't know what's going on, but don't worry, that one is not our consign. Okay, it's not our consign. Oh, wait. Oh, I remember this zone. I remember that zone. That was for the 5 minutes. That's not the one we're looking at. That was for the, and it's actually in profit. That was when we were trying to catch one small move that time. Mm. And it's actually in profit. But no, things have changed. And this is the latest for gold. All right. All right. So if you're in the Telegram channel, you know that this is what we are waiting for, right? Okay. It's like only the ladies are here today. Joy, Soft Life, Okuchi, Victoria, Sophia. Yeah, only the ladies are present here today. Share the link, guys. Share the link so that we can get more people on. Tap on the like button to push the algorithm. Okay, so let's I don't mind. I always like to do gold from the beginning. So yeah, I remember this one. It's not, it won't hold. It will just give us a pull back into the zone. So I'm going to clear this one. This is Saxo. All right. So let's look at gold. Okay. Then we'll look at DXY. I hope you guys can hear me. What's happening? Ooh, I hope you guys can hear me and see my screen. Can you guys hear me, see me, and see my screen? Oh my goodness. Big Marcel, how are you? All right. Okuchi, thank you so much for that. So, okay, we know that gold is still bullish. All right. This is monthly. Nothing to see here. It's bullish. Weekly, now we start to see some things already happening. On the weekly, yes, this was the last move. I'm just going to mark out the BOS here. Okay. All right, that's my BOS. Then I'm going to just mark out what is going on here. Right there. There's a fair value gap there, right? Big Marcel. I've missed you guys though. So there's a fair value gap there, right? There's a gap there. I'm going to just open this up so everybody can see. There's a gap there, all right? And you can clearly see the market tapped into the gap and started moving up, okay? But for anybody that knows, I like to say this. You see where this open and close with this the same equal equal length of wick is where I like to call the rejection block. I learned this from the alchemist. Anybody knows who he is here. So that's like a rejection zone, or you can call it like a serious resistance going on in that zone, whatever you want to call it. But you can see it rejected there nicely twice. And I like to draw a box to pull it. And then also I like to put a middle line to that box because the 50% of that zone is usually a problem. You can see it is actually doing the work here. All right. So yeah, it started rejecting from there nicely. Got in with this candle. This is the weekly candle. Now, this week seems to be selling, all right, selling, but we don't know how far it will go. We're watching, and it sold back to the head of this candle. We're still on the weekly, you know. Okay, it hasn't even gotten there. All right, it hasn't even gotten there, but that's fine. We're watching this. Let's see the daily. Now, the daily, we're concentrating. Now, look, it looks different. it now looks like it actually closed and tapped in there, went up and still coming down. So we're just watching what's going on here. All right, I'm going to be removing this now. Okay, we're watching what's happening here. Is she actually ready to sell, or is she continuing the buy? Now remember, this was the gap. This is the daily time frame. This is the gap she took off from. Okay, you can see your sweet higher highs and higher lows. Hold on, let me make it straight. I'm making this thing so big now so everybody can really see what we are dealing with. That's another, you can decide to pull it. It's still another break of structure right there. Okay. Why did I pull it? Because this one did not close above, but yeah, this candle was a strong close above. Yeah, so, or you can even use it. It doesn't matter. That was a new high. Anyways, that's fine. Anyhow you want to do it, still amounts to the same thing, nothing much. So that's what I see. All right, that's what I see. Higher highs and higher lows. So if you check, this was the last move from here, from this zone. I'm just going to pull my feed. From this zone to that zone was the last move to the high before it pulled back again. Not good enough and went up again. So we were all expecting that, okay, this market will come down here into the 5061 or into this zone to continue the buy. But gold has been messing around. So a lot of people are anticipating a drop, a serious drop. But that's fine. Let's keep going. We just want to trade what we see. All right. We want to trade what we see. Now we're going to be looking at, I'm just going to mark those zones. I would love to see, hold on, let me just mark the zones. Okay. I would love to see the markets come in between, in here or in here, using the daily time frame. All right, you know my zones already before I continue the buy. So those zones are marked out. I'm just going to mark it out and leave it like that while we wait. Okay, now let's look at, I like to look at the 12 hour. All right, and remember, yes, we know she's at a sell zone, but you can't sell until you see a reason to sell. Like, you need to see that the market is reversing to sell before you can jump in on the sell. It's not happening on the 12 hour. It's not happening on the 12 hour. We can clearly see it's not happening on the 12 hour. This is the 12 hour time frame, by the way. Okay, it's not happening on the 12 hour. Now, that was the last move up. It created a lot of liquidity here. Okay, a lot of liquidity. So it would be nice to see the markets. Remember, we also saw this, clear that liquidity, tap into this zone, which is like the 4114 or even further down. Okay, so we don't know yet until she sells, until she shows the reason to sell. I'm not going to be selling. So let's look at the 8 hour. Let's see. Now we can clearly see this is like a consolidation going on here. You can clearly see a consolidation going on here. More like, it was moving sideways. So I'm just marking that, okay? I'm just marking that. All right. So I've seen that happening on the 8 hour. Right after that break, that new high, it started consolidating here, which is why I said it needs to sweep that liquidity at least. Yeah, you can see a break above, a pullback. There was a fair value gap here. Let's see. And then the market kept going up. All right. But we're watching this zone to see what's happening. All right. So let's look at the 4 hour. Can see how I'm taking my time. You can't just rush. You don't rush when you are analyzing. You don't want to miss out any detail, because it could be just one small detail that will make you lose your way, and make you lose the trade. Just one tiny detail. So take your time and go through the, that's why you should subscribe to Trading View, so you can see as much time frames as you can, so you're not missing out on anything. Okay, in fact, sometimes I know people that look at different brokers too. They look at different brokers. All right, so this is what I see. Now the market came into, there was a fair value gap here. You see, I marked it out. The market came into that fair value gap, but was unable to break that high. Why? What's she up to? She came into this fair value gap, was unable to break that high. And my only logic is she's coming for that. She's coming for that liquidity. If she was unable to pull after this pullback, was unable to break that high, she's coming for liquidity somewhere. She's coming to look for more momentum to push up higher. If you know what I mean. Since she couldn't break the high with that entry, she's coming back to look for momentum or fuel to go higher. Okay? To go higher. All right. So let's look at the 2 hour now, which is why this was the move, the last move. I'm using what I'm seeing on the 2 hour right now. Look at this. This was the move like this. Let's use what we see here. All right, that was the move. All right, that was the move. That was nothing. Anyways, pushed up higher, came back here, unable to move up higher. So I want to see it sweep liquidity and come back down around this zone. I'll be showing you. All right. So I'm just making it plain. Now I'm going to be deleting all these things so that it doesn't confuse people. Okay. Don't get confused with all the drawings. I like a naked chart myself. So when I see when it just doesn't seem right, I delete everything so my head is clear. All right, so we have seen that push up. All right, that was a little pullback, push up. Then this thing, so it's coming definitely. I want to see it clear this liquidity and come into the possible next POI. Let's see how it looks on the 1 hour. Okay, now my friend Gold is looking for an entry here. Why? That's the next point of interest after this one here. This liquidity that we know she's coming back for. Okay. That is the next POI. So she's waiting around 42, 47, 42, 50. So I dropped in the Telegram channel two possible entries, okay, that this baby will be coming but down to. I saw it. This looks good. Why? This is a retest of this consolidation here, a breakout. So it's a retest of on this consolidation here, and it is right after the sweep of this magnanimous liquidity we are seeing here. So, you want to just keep your mind open. But someone like me, that I like to use the Beningin zone. For those that know my style, I like to use the Beningin zone a lot. I want to see it come down even further into this zone, which is why we have, yeah, it looks even clearer here, which is why we have this here. Okay, so I already dropped this in the Telegram channel. You have two options. You're either going to get in on my friend's zone, which is right after the liquidity, the inducement liquidity, or you get in at the Beningin zone. So what you have to do in this case is wait for a reaction. If it comes into that zone and starts reacting nicely, you go in for the kill. If you have enough money, you take one here and take one there and put your SL and just wait for it to write. So yeah, I already dropped this on the Telegram channel. Go check it out. All right, two entries. So take your time and study. It's for a buy. All right. Whoever is continuously tapping on that like button, God bless you so much. All right. So we are done with gold. We are done with gold. I want us to let's see what DXY is doing. Then we'll look at BTC because we have been in BTC since yesterday. Oh God, let me even see. Is it in profits? Let me even see if it's in profits. Oh, it's in profits. So we've been in that BTC since yesterday. We've been in that BTC since yesterday. Marcel and Marceline. Wow. Nice to meet you guys. You guys can meet each other right there. Marceline and Marcel. All right. So Look at that. So that's what we're waiting for. Let's see the DXY. DXY. I'm not gonna go much into details because I know DXY is crumbling. It's crumbling, crumbling, crumbling. All right. So it's been selling down from this zone. It's been going down. And let's do it together. I'm trying to rush it, but there's no need. Let's do it together. It's the same way. Chart is chart, candle is candle. So we can see that it is what selling. All right. And uh, sorry about that. All right, and we can see it is selling. So I'm just going to look for the next zone for the sell, which is why I marked this zone. Okay, and from that zone she's been selling. Okay, that zone she's been selling. I'm going to just go down to the weekly. All right, and look at that beauty. She went back here again. I pull my fib. I can't shout. That's all I use. Okay, I pull my fib right there. I see it came back into this area again to continue the sell. Gave us a new low. This is the weekly time frame. Gave us a new low, right? I'm just going to delete this so we can see what happened. It gave us a new low here, all right? So we're expecting that it will at least pull back up, all right, to give us to keep going down. But guess what? There's a stubborn zone here, which is what I was trying to explain to you guys. There's a stubborn zone on this DXY here that is been unable to break since July 2025. It's been unable to break that zone. All right. And now from that zone again, it is selling. So from that zone, if hold up, let me show you guys. This was my last move to the downside. So we're expecting that this thing will come up here. It did not. This zone here pushed it down, and that's why DXY is tumbling down. So if DXY is tumbling down, you know GU will be buying. You already know GU will be buying. EU will be buying. UJ will be it's using, yeah, UJ will be selling. Okay, so once you understand the correlation with US dollar, for those that have USD involved in the pairs, like either as a base or a quote pair, you know how it's going to move because you can see that the dollar is tumbling down right there. So right now the dollar is dropping. Okay, it's been dropping for the past how many months? Let's go back to the weekly. It's been dropping for the past how many months? That's one, two, for the past how many weeks? One, two, three. This is the fourth week since that drop, since it hit that resistance there. So it's been dropping consistently. And really, that's all you need to know. Yeah, what's happening with the dollar? It's dropping. That's all you need to know. So once you know that the dollar is dropping, you move on. Let's see. That US oil, yo, guys. US oil finally hit TP. There you go. I shared this US oil how many weeks ago? Even me, I got tired. I took my money and left. I was tired. Yo, I held that thing for so long. US oil finally hit TP. Okay, US oil finally hit TP. Finally hit TP and is pushing down even for that was 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. I got tired. I'm telling you, I couldn't wait. It was stressing me out. But that's US oil. So BTC, let's see what BTC is doing. Yeah, we know BTC is still selling, but right now BTC has entered a that's not the one. Bitfinex. It's Bitfinex. Yeah. Yeah, it's in profit though. So yes, we know that BTC has been dropping, but it has hit a major buy zone here, and since then it's been giving us higher highs. So we want to see it, even if it's not going to drop complete, it's not going to go up completely. We need to see it pull back at least into the next possible good premium zone before it drops again, and that's why we are currently in this trade. So I'm just going to do a top down analysis for you guys. Let's look at the buy bit. Coinbase, Bybit. Let's see. Yeah, no, not futures. Mm, I don't want to clear the ones I'm working with. Okay, hold up. Let me see. I might have to clear it. That's fine. Okay, let's clear. This is Binance. I don't like Binance because Binance gives us some really weird moves that you won't see on other brokers. Yeah, okay, let's do Coinbase. Okay, so I'm just going to look at BTC from the top. All right, let's go. Now we know it's bullish. On the long run, BTC is bullish. Okay, look at it on the monthly. It's clearly a higher high and higher lows. All right, so we are going to, okay, that was definitely, okay. So I'm marking out my break of structures just to make it really clear. No, 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 you shouldn't be knocking. You know, I'm busy. Go downstairs and watch TV. Show me later. All right. So there you go. So I'm looking at it and this is what I see. And there's a big, very big fair value gap here that it seemed to be respecting. All right. That's a fair value gap. And then from there, it gave us a new high and of course came back to this zone. Now I'm just going to see. I can't shout. Once I see new high like this, I'm pulling fib. I can't shout. I'm going to be seeing what's going on here. So currently in a very good zone here. My Beningin zone representing. All right. Yeah, we know it's been selling. We know it's been selling. The question is there a reason to go in here for a buy? Now let's look at it. Remember, we're still even on the monthly. Let's see the weekly. I'm just going to make this smaller so that it doesn't overwhelm our analysis. So yeah. Now I'm even seeing something sweeter. I see my strategy playing out here. Okay. I hope you can see my screen. Oh, let me open it more. I see break of structure here. Alright. Okay. I hope everybody can still see. I'm making it. Sometimes I get carried away and forget that I have to make it fatter. I mean, bigger, wider, so that you can see. All right. Um. Now there was. You see, I was expecting this zone to hold. It did not. It did not. But you can clearly see, Sha, that nothing has closed below this zone. No market has closed below this zone here, which says something. This zone is been holding up real good. No candle has closed below this zone. Is this is the fair value gap here? Is a very big fair value gap that tallies with the breaker block we are seeing here. All right. For those that know what a breaker block is, I actually usually call it the mid neckline of the extended W or the neckline of an extended M. Go check what an extended M and an extended W is. But I can clearly see my baby play out here. So that neckline is where you have the breaker block. Okay, so I'm seeing it came into that breaker block. Now that breaker block and fair value gap has been holding nicely. My friend will call it IRL FVG, but well, this is more like a breaker block FVG for me. So yeah, you can see that that zone has been holding nicely. No candle has been able to close below. It just wicked into my Beningin zone, okay, and it's been unable to break out of there since. So let's look at the daily and let's really see what's happening here. Yes, can I help you? Yes, let me finish with my life. Okay, so hold on. All right, so looking at this, since she wicked out all the way down here, it's been giving us like a steady rise. It's been unable to break new lows. Yeah, it's been giving us a steady rise. Okay, higher highs and higher lows. That's what I see. And they're giving us steady highs. But not to forget, we know it's been dropping. We know it's been dropping. The only time we are really, really, truly sure of the buy is if there's been a break of structure. And this is the daily time frame, anyways. So, well, there's no break of structure yet on this daily time frame. Okay, I'm not seeing any break of structure here because if you're going to be using the daily time frame, you'll be expecting it to break something reasonable like this high. All right, so let's see. This is why you have smaller time frames. Okay, sorry, I'm bad with trend lines. So okay, so I'm seeing a steady rise from here. Okay, so which is why we are just following it small small. We're following it small small. Let's see how it looks like on the 8 hour. Bear in mind, like I said, okay, this was the move. Don't forget, just know that it's coming from, we have to really validate this zone before we went in. We saw something anyways, but it was on a smaller time frame. Currently in that buy, it's stressing me out. It's stressing me out, but we are being patient with it. Okay. um Let me just pull the schematics here. Okay, so of course we need to see it come up to our next what's it called, we need this zone to push it up to the next premium zone, which is between the above the 50%, at least above the 50%. Hasn't really gotten there yet. Hasn't really gotten there. Just came and tapped there, real quite slightly, and that's why it dropped. But well, it's been unable to clear that low. Okay, so expecting that this could serve as liquidity build up here before it comes into this zone, or yeah, that zone perfectly. So we want to catch that move, and that's why my TP is not giving us a new high. It's giving us till this zone. If you go back to the Telegram channel, so right now I'm trying to catch that pullback into that zone. Okay, the next zone. So we're going to concentrate on what's happening here. Let's look at the 8 hour. Okay, it's a BTC. Gosh, no movement. Stressing me out. Stressing me the hell out. Okay, it's stressing me out. I can't shout. But let me tell you something about BTC. BTC will stress you out. You could be in a trade for almost 24 hours. Then when you give up, I did a content on that shit. When you give up is when BTC just shoot, shh, and you'll be like, yo, what stopped me? I had already set my SL. I had already, so why did I come out of the trade? So please just stay there. Set your SL. Once you know that, okay, you're cool with how much to lose with that SL, just leave it, let it do what it wants, really. Because even me, sometimes it stresses me. I just have some friends that keep telling me, just stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. I'm very, very impatient. I'm very, very impatient, really. So, okay, so let's keep going. Now, this is the 8 hour time frame. We see the move higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. Now, let me even do this. Hold up. This was the last move. Oh, come on. You can't make this shit up. It came to my Bilingi zone right there, which tallies with that, this thing. So, that, I mean, I had to take that buy. I mean, I had to take that buy. I mean that buy because I'm seeing higher high. I'm seeing nice structure forming. I'm seeing higher highs and higher lows, and look at it. Not only is it um, correlating with the trend line, it's correlating with my fib. So I had to go in there, and let's see the 4 hour. Yup, 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 yup. Remember, yes, it's selling, but we want to catch the move into the next sell zone. So you have to have that at the back of your mind. Have that at the back of your mind. Okay. I'm just going to delete that. So yeah, we are here today, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hours time frame, 1 hour time frame. Yeah, looks like it's really consolidating. Yo, let's see the 15, let's see the 30 minutes. Let me see the 45. Sorry, there's something about the 45. Okay, that looks. So this is what we're looking at. All right. I don't like to, like I said, I don't like to stress my life. That was the second entry from that movie. Now, what we need is for her to give us a new high. She did. She did. This is the 45 minutes. She did, but it was just by a week, though. So it's like it's moving like it is moving sideways. It's moving sideways, Joe. Look at this one. Look at this stupid week here. Look at that stupid week. So it's moving sideways. It's annoying. But let's keep watching. Just ensure that your SL is set, and it's really stressing me out, but it's fine. Let me see the 30 minutes. Yeah, looks very much like it's moving side. See, but this is what we see. Okay, I'm going to delete this now. This is what we are seeing here. This is what we're seeing here, and then there's a straight one here. So yeah, it's moving sideways with with higher. It's moving sideways with higher highs, and because now this high it created is higher than all of them put together. So this is it. Okay, this is it. I'm just going to follow through. Yeah. Okay. So we are seeing higher highs and higher lows being formed. All right. So please just hold on to it. It's been unable to break this low. So it's giving us, you know, it's giving us hope. Hope. So it's been unable to break that low. It's giving us hope. I will soon knock somebody on the head. That's when you people will hear. People are not listening to me. I said wait for me to finish my life. All right. So guys, sorry about that. My kids are on holiday, so it's really stressful. So currently is buying and we are still in the buy. Let's see the next move. Could possibly dump again. Okay, so it took off from the 5061. So yeah, I'm still it's actually in profit, but I think we'll just hold on to it. Maybe NFP will shoot it up. Okay, NFP will shoot it up. All right, so I'm done with gold and BTC and DXY. Now let's see those that came to class early. Joy, Soft Life, Okuchi, Victor. Oh, the ladies are taking over. Victoria and Sophia. Oh, before Big Marcel came, all the ladies had already taken over. Joy Soft Life. Which one do you want to look at? Baba Nama, I'm so sorry you came late. I already did XAU USD. And please join the Telegram channel because after this video, after this live, it will be on the live section. So when you go to YouTube, you see all the lives I've had, okay, throughout this year. They are all there, already recorded. So you can watch and learn from them. So go back and watch when we are done, okay? It's right there. Joy Soft Life wanted, what did you want to look at? Okay, yeah, we did gold and BTC. Okuchi and Victoria. Okuchi and Victoria. What was it you guys wanted to look at? God bless you, whoever is tapping that like. I love you so much. We did gold and BTC. Everything is on the Telegram channel, the description box. Sophia, good. Okay, Sophia wants GBPJPY. So let's go. GBPJPY. GBPJPY. Yo, we've been killing it. We've been killing it. We've been killing it. with GJ. Okay. Um that was a nice move. That was another nice one we caught. Right now, let's start from the top. Let's start from the top. We know it's selling now. We know it's selling now. Okay. Just going to delete that. So we saw that it was we saw that it was selling, gave us this last low. All right. Zulu, are you there? Have you eaten? Okay, I'm coming. So yeah, it was selling and came into a good premium zone, was unable to break this low, still going higher. Probably we're expecting that it will enter this zone. That's why we were still in the buys, okay? And even as it got into that zone, it didn't break structure below to continue the sell, okay? It didn't break structure below to continue the sell. Ah, Victoria wants to give me work. Okay, I'm coming. So looking at it, it's still pushing up from here, but that's the monthly time frame. That's why I marked it. It was unable to break below. Shows that it's still pushing up. Let's see the weekly. So with the weekly, yes, it gave us a new high. I'm just going to be taking this behind here. Let's see the daily. Zulu, I'm coming. Please give me some time. I take God beg you. So okay, it's moving up. We still see nothing much to see here, except that it's still moving up from here. Now it's looking like structure is about to break, or it has broken structure, but we are still moving now. That's how we're able to catch these moves. We saw that it was still pushing up. All right, and it gave us a new high here. Let's see the 8 hour. Okay, so now that was the most decent move here so far. Okay, that was the most decent move. That was a break of structure. So it came back to continue. Broke another one here. Okay. Now, after that break, what did he do? He did a bit of a consolidation, more like a rising wedge or whatever they call it. And I from experience, anyways, I was able to get that entry for the buy and we made money out of that. But now, look at what's about to happen is remember that was the last move. All right, from here I use my feet to just know what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain it to you all, but I just use my feet to know what I'm doing. Just to know what I'm doing. Just to know that it's still all right. Okay, so I'm looking at this zone after that break of structure here. All right, you were expecting it to pull back into this zone or this zone to continue, right? Now it pulled back into this zone and look at that push. That push there. Remember, this is still the 4 hour time frame. That push is so nice. So the push from here would have been an entry, but we wanted to see extra reasons to go in there for the buy. So you see, I've just marked these two zones and I see it reacting from here. Let's see how it looks on the 2 hour time frame. Okay. Okay. Now on the 2 hour, it's although there was an impulsive move from here, it hasn't really broken structure. Like if I'm going to continue buys, I want to see it break this zone here at least. Okay, then I'll be targeting like a fair value gap or you know, like a right left shoulder or right shoulder here, but it hasn't broken it. So we know that there's a possibility that it could keep selling. All right, it could keep selling. Now it's yes, it acted from here, but what are the schematics? There was a lot of this is more like a consolidation going on here. So they call it accumulation, manipulation down, and this AMD, yeah, and distribution. So right now, That was the move down. Okay, came back up, gave us a new low. This is the 1 hour time frame. The question is it going to keep selling or is it going to keep going up from here? This is a very impulsive move. I'm not going to lie. So this is what will happen. It's either it breaks above here to keep going up, or it drops from here, which I'm going to be using my fib to answer to now. Let me see something. Fantastic. It's currently at a sell zone right here. So it's either going to continue the push up or sell from here. Now, how do we know? All you have to do is wait. It's a waiting game here because it's in between. It's actually at a sell zone. You can take the risk and sell now and set your SL above here. But remember, this is coming from a beautiful buy zone, and that momentum is too much. Ah, let's see that sell there. That sell there is entering my eye. Oh. Let's see. It's entering my eye. It's entering my eye. It's entering. It's entering. It's entering. Let me see. Hey, shh. Yummy, yummy, yum, yum, yum. Yummy, yummy, yum, yum, yum. It's risky. It's very risky because it could decide to push up and break. It could decide it's at a sell zone right now, but it could decide to push up and break above. So it's up to you. Do you want to take the risk? I wouldn't take that risk just yet. I would want to see a reaction there. I'm not an aggressive trader as much, but I want to see like a good reaction there, probably on the 5 minutes to show that, oh, I'm ready to sell. Show me a reversal move inside there. I'm not seeing any of such. So it's a risky move for you to enter the sell now. Why? Because I'm not seeing any reason to sell even on the 5 minutes. Let's see the 3 minutes. Nothing as much, nothing. So just wait. Let's wait it out. Okay, let's wait it out. Let's wait it out. If we had gotten in here, even here itself, it didn't even give us time to see, okay, is she ready to? This thing took off by force. It took off so quick for that buy. Okay, I'm looking at the 5 minutes to see the entry. Yes, that was a nice entry here. That was a good entry here. Here, between here and here. So this would have been a very good one. But it didn't give us chance. So it moved so quickly. Currently in a sell zone, but this is what will happen. It's either it breaks above to continue the buy, or it tanks from here into the next possible sell, into the next possible buy zone here. Okay. So we're just going to be watching this. Right now, I can't make a decision. It's either she breaks above or breaks below. Okay, if she's going to show us a reason to sell, probably a little movement to the downside, okay, then I will go in for the sell. Is that okay? So would you still remain in BTC for the news? I set my SL, so I got in before the news, so I set my SL. If it hits my SL, I'm out. If not, I'm still in the trade. Okay. um US 100 NAS. Okay, that will be the last one for the day. I'm sorry, guys. I cannot even be sorry enough. I didn't drop this for anybody. I didn't drop it for anybody. But we're going to do it from the top. Okay, we're going to do it from the top. Nas is selling. So it was me and my inner circle people, me and my team, we caught that move. So they've been inside. They've been inside since last week for US, for NAS, okay? And this is where we are waiting to take our profit at 23,849, okay? But I'm going to be showing you how I got in on this trade. uh, let's use Yeah. Okay. So we can call it a day after this. NAS has been bullish for the longest of time, and that was the last pullback here. That GJ though, that GJ entered my eye, but it's fine. It's better to wait. It's better to wait. It's very tricky right now. All right. So that was the move to the upside, and market has been rallying up. Nothing much to see here. Nothing much to see, and the market has been rallying up. Nothing much to see. Let's see how it looks on the daily. I guess it's clearer with better structure on the daily. Okay, so I'm going to be marking this. So that's why we started selling. Hmm? That was a that was a clear change of character there. I can't shout. It's that easy. There was an order block here for us to get in. Okay, that was it. So even if I didn't know what to do, all I had to do was pull the fib, and it got into my beninging zone here. And that's it. That's how we got it for the sale. I want to see it take it out. So if you want to join the sell, you're going to have to look for for a pullback. That's too much. You're going to have to look for a pullback. Now this is the move. Okay, can see clearly see your break of structure downward. Okay, that pullback is not good enough. Okay, so I'll be looking for how to buy into the zone. I'm gonna be looking for how to buy into the zone. But before I enter a buy, I need to see a reason to buy. Is it coming from a very good? Let me go to the 2 hour and see something. Let me see the four. I'm gonna be looking for a good buy zone. Okay, using the previous trend. I'm going to be looking for a good buy zone because I want to take this thing. That wasn't a good pullback for me, if you ask me. No, that wasn't a good pullback for me. I would love to see it come into this zone right here. I like that other block right here for the next sell. You could wait for that other block for the next sell, and that would be a perfect entry right there. All right, that would be a perfect entry right there. Okay, so it's either gonna give me, I'm either gonna wait, all right, to get in here at 25. So I'm just going to drop it. It's better to wait. Okay, don't try to take a buy. I want to see it come here. All right, I want to see it come here for the next sell. So I'm just going to put it there. Sell limit 25,560. Zulu, I'm coming. SL will just be right above here. Oh, right above there is fine. 25,000. Let me look at it well. Yeah, right above there is fine. That's an order block. That's a beautiful order block right there. So right above there is not bad. 25,680. All right. And we want to start packing our TP, line by line. 450. Finally, this one here, zone 838. All right. Okay. So, um, Victoria, there you go. And if you check, SPX is also selling. I don't know about US 30, but SPS, that's S&P 500 is also selling. So that's how you know. Okay. I love you guys. I have to go now. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for showing up. Just follow the Telegram channel. And if you have any newbie, there's something coming up on the 10th of January. You guys should be present. For those that don't know anything about trading, just bring them in. We are teaching them for free. Me and my solid group of traders, I'm talking about the best minds in the game, will be teaching newbies for the beginning of the year, January 10th. So jump into the Telegram channel, description box. You see my Telegram channel. Send me a message or WhatsApp. I'll respond. As long as you're not disturbing me, I will respond to you. I block easily. So please, please, please. Precious is not around to answer anybody right now. I'm the one answering all the messages. So if you are not disturbing me and sending me chats, I will answer you. But if you're there to disturb me, I block easily. So yes, by Telegram, you can join the Telegram. All the info is there. Send me a message via WhatsApp. I'll respond, and I could set you guys up for free. Yes, January 10th. Marceline, thank you. I love you guys. Bye bye for now. Mwah.